Courtney and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Patrick Ta Major Skin Cream Foundation Powder situation. This is something that I wanted to try out simply because it's such a unique idea in the makeup industry these days. I am going to be using it today with the products that I like the most with it. I will try to show you guys some other days that I've worn it as well, so you can kind of get a sense of just the everyday wear and tear of this makeup. Wear and tear? It's not that deep. But yeah, anyway, if you are interested in this foundation and the powder combo, then please continue to watch. I feel like I look so freaking pale. So one of the things that I really enjoy about Patrick Ta's makeup and the way that he does makeup, it does end up being like this sort of model-esque glow from within kind of makeup, and I do appreciate that his makeup brand sort of represents exactly the way that he does his makeup, if that makes sense. Alright, so this is what the actual packaging looks like. I'm trying to kind of face it down so you guys don't see all my stuff. It's in that same like rose gold metallic situation that I really have grown very fond of. You pull it up from the bottom like so. You have your foundation here and your powder here. It feels weighted but not like super duper heavy. So it does feel luxurious, but it's not super weighty like a lot of foundations are in the bottles. Now this foundation is $52 for 0.32 ounces, but you're also getting 0.14 ounces of the powder as well. Having both work for you to me is important rather than just the foundation or just the powder, you know what I mean? Now I don't have any balm foundation I don't have any balm foundations that I can try for you guys or compare with this one. Ooh, your girl is ashy. Let me get some lotion. Now this foundation comes in 24 shades. I'm a little conflicted about how the shade range actually is. I know that their shade range goes fairly dark. For foundation, sometimes they kind of skip around, so that's the part to me that I'm like, I don't know. It's one of those things that I feel like maybe this is the type of foundation that like a lot of tinted moisturizers try to be, where it's a little bit more universal than you would think. Now as far as the shades go, I got 10-1. Now when I was looking online, I really wasn't sure which color was going to match me, which I never am because I feel like sometimes pictures are oversaturated and stuff like that. I was actually going deeper into the tan category, thinking that I might have been a 4, a 3, maybe even a dark 1. But when I went in store and swatched, I was like, oh, I'm definitely tan part 1. And looking at the model, I feel like it's a decent representation. All of the tan shades are of the golden variety, at least that's what it's described as. I've been talking for forever. Alright, so for primer, I'm going to go in with my No PoreBlem primer today. So far, trying out this foundation, it has worked with every primer that I have put it with. So if you want a moisturizing primer, it works well with that. If you want to do something a little bit more matte, it works well with that without completely taking away the glow from within kind of look. While that's kind of settling into the skin, I'm going to read about the foundation a little bit. It is a duo that includes a blendable medium coverage cream foundation paired with a satin finish powder. The highlights are that it's a pressed powder formula, cream formula, medium coverage, natural finish, good for pores, best for oily, combo, and normal skin. It doesn't say dry skin. I'm not sure why. I have dry skin and I actually really like the way that this looks on my dry skin. I don't feel like it clings to anything, but maybe it's because of the powder situation. Like maybe the powder might dry your skin out. Not in my experience, but maybe it does. This duo includes a buildable, breathable cream formula that melts into and moves with the skin. I completely agree. It also includes an air-spun setting powder that blurs the appearance of pores to create a flawless looking skin-like finish. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Now again, this is one of those foundations kind of like the, what was the Lady Gaga foundation we just tried out? Skin Tech Triclone. It's kind of like that foundation in that it is not making any 18-hour, 9-hour, 8-hour claims. It's not saying that it's not going to transfer. It's literally just saying it's going to look really good on the skin. You are able to use a sponge. You can kind of take your sponge and kind of dabble it in there. However, for me and the way that I like it and the way we're going to do it, the way I'm going to show you guys is with the brush. It is just alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush and tap into it, and we're gonna go on this side no foundation, and with foundation. Now for me, it is a very, very comfortable, very blended in, the closest to my skin tone I think a foundation has ever gotten. This foundation is a very medium coverage, but it does cover up a little bit more if you want to build just a little bit. It doesn't really go past this amount of coverage. I would recommend, if you have like blemishes and stuff like that, to definitely like color correct where you need to. All right, so let me go ahead and do the other side. That is with the whole face, and as you can see, it hugs the skin in such a way. I'm going to show you guys in natural daylight what this foundation looks like all together. This isn't today, this is going to be like a different day that I wore it, and I did not do it end of the day for that when I should have. It is not super duper heavy, and honestly I don't even think I needed to do that second layer. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that you can cover up a little bit more, but it's not going to be like crazy cover up. I don't believe I could have went any darker with the foundation, possibly lighter, but the powder situation was a little iffy for me. The powder in this palette, as you can see, is a little on the, it's a little bit more neutral than I like. Based on how I've tried it before, it is sheer enough that I can get away with it as an overall like setter for my T-zone and for my concealer. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. I'm going to basically do that look that you guys just saw again. That's kind of my go-to with this foundation. It's so pretty. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup, and then we can come back and have a little chat so you guys can see it all done. Foundation, my husband did say, and I quote, "It's unclockable." So there's that. So this is one of those foundations that you can definitely like no makeup it, you know what I mean? I feel like because of what I went for today, you can definitely tell I have makeup on, but on some days that I don't do the whole thing and I'm just trying out the foundation as is, it's very unclockable. It's very skin loving. I guess skin loving. I'm sick of saying that. What else can I say? Skin hugging. Second skin. It's giving second skin. But yeah, it's one of those things that like it enhances your beauty, which is what, you know, we all want our makeup to do, is just kind of enhance what's already there. Sometimes I need a new face. No. But yeah, for the most part, like I love how natural this foundation looks and feels. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I don't know if we're gonna do an 8-hour wear test with this foundation. It is one of those foundations, while it looks good, it feels good, it works with different powders, different blushes, bronzers, contours, everything that I've tried it with, it looks beautiful together. But longevity wise, I don't know that I would say that it's a long lasting foundation, but for the oils that will peek through, and as I said, for this specific video, I am going to do check-ins when I start seeing it kind of break down. So as I said, we did start at 111, so we'll keep checking in here and there so you guys can see the progression or decline of this foundation. Hey guys, all right, it is now 4:11. We got a little bit of oils peeking through, especially in the inner nose corners. I have a little bit of creasing, but honestly, I'm at the point with a lot of my creasing where I just feel like it's going to happen. I smile a lot, so I'm not like mad about it unless I see like a cakiness forming with like makeup in the middle of it. Like if it's gunky, then I can't do. Everything still looks pretty good. I feel like my skin looks pretty healthy still. I forgot that this foundation matches pretty well to my skin tone, especially when everything comes together. So I didn't need to bring it down as far as I did, and now my shirt has makeup on it. Cheers. Merry happy holidays. Anyway, so I'm gonna take the brush that I had earlier. No extra product. This was the brush that I just kind of buffed all over my face with nothing on it. And I'm gonna do that same thing. I'm actually not going to like powder blot. Now, I do want to mention though that with the oils peeking through, I can feel this a little bit more than before, but it's not to the point where it's like disturbing my piece. And it's not as bad, I don't believe that it's as bad as the Triclone Lady Gaga foundation. I need to go here with it. Still got bronzer on. You can still see the bronzer, the blush, the highlight. You can see up close really well, like everything sits really nice on the skin. Not super clockable. The next 3-hour mark is going to be at 7-Eleven. Yep, 7-Eleven. Yeah, I will see you guys then. Probably gonna get my nap in now and change my shirt, because what is this? I look unprofessional. Okay, so now it is 7:26. This is what we're looking like. Still not too bad. I think with this one, we're supposed to be going in with the powder, which I am going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and dab in. I mean, because it's an actual compact, if you wanted, you could really just take the foundation with you. Touch up the powder, but honestly, if it did come off on your nose or like come off on your mask and you wanted to do a little retouch of the actual foundation, I don't see why not, you know what I mean? It is kind of convenient that way, but for the most part, like I said, it still looks pretty. It's still presentable. I do have a little bit of pores peeking through right here and a little bit right here, but it's not too bad. Still feels okay, especially with like the covering up with the powder. It doesn't feel like super duper heavy. It doesn't feel like foundation and then powder and then oils. It doesn't feel like all of that. Now I will say stuff is fading as far as like your bronzer. The nose makeup kind of came off a little bit with the oils. I was not wiping my nose today, so that means that there is like an oil breakdown happening right there, which again, because it's a compact, you can literally just dab into the foundation, add a little bit more. I think I'm going to kind of wait and see what the face is going to look like at the end of the night, right before I go to bed and wash my face and stuff like that. So I am going to go ahead and try to push it till 10. Anyway, all right. It's 9. In 11 minutes, it'll be 8 hours. Listen, you guys can tell I like the foundation. The majority of this video is me like gushing about how good my skin looks. With a lot of the releases lately, I can appreciate Patrick Ta doing his own thing with the way that he wants to do makeup, you know what I mean? I really do like this foundation. I do recommend trying it. I'm interested and curious to know what you guys think, because as I was talking about the shade range earlier, it's interesting because it's only a, what was it, 24, 25 shades? 24 shades, right? I've seen a lot of people get a really decent match over a variety of skin tones. I always argue that you're still gonna need, you know, your neutral undertones, you're still gonna need your cool undertones, you're still gonna need warm golden, like, you know what I mean? No matter, even if it is supposed to be like a tint on the skin, you're still gonna need the correct undertone. But I'm curious to know if you guys have tried this out, especially if you're in the realm of like the tan category. Simply, is it tan? Yeah, in the tan category, because all of those are like a golden-esque. The next foundation up from this one, this is tan 1, the next one was tan 2, and that had more of a yellow powder with it. I wonder about the powders and how well they will work on a universal scale. And I'm not sure if it would be worth $52 if the only thing that works for you is the foundation, you know what I mean? That about does it for me, guys. Hopefully this video was fun, entertaining, all that great stuff. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if it is in your heart to do so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.